Okay, hello everybody. Um, play more Outer Wilds today. Here, hang on, I gotta do this. Cause,
Fix the. I gotta fix the headset.
yes. Alright, hopefully this works. Hello everybody. I think we are getting closer and closer to finding out the truth. So, my discoveries are a bit, like, sporadic, because I'm not completely streaming this game, just like whenever I find something interesting is when I stream this game. And my next stop was Giant's Deep, and I noticed in the middle of my travels that there's always this giant constant hurricane, and I thought maybe I could get underneath the surface from there because of the giant current. I didn't manage to get underneath the current, but what it did find was this tower that is supposedly going to teach me how to perform my first quantum travel. So that's what's going on right now. I'm just gotta get something set up real quick before I continue on. I should just stream the whole game at this point. I think. At this point. Oh shit. That's the sound. I should have paused the game. Fuck me. That's the sound of game ending currently. Observing a quantum object, observing an image of a quantum object, these are the same. Oh, literally, like, take a picture of it. That's literally what I was doing. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna reset me pretty soon. I can hear it already. Dang it, in the middle of my quantum travels, though? Yeah, I just heard the sun go supernova. Uh-oh. Oh, shit! Well, we'll do this again. You'll see exactly how I got it. Wow, the whole building disappeared. Scary. This game is getting scarier and scarier, especially today. So, what was I doing today? This morning, I came across a video called, Can You Name Anything in This Picture? And what it is it was a photo that went viral of, like, what looks like a messy room, but just slightly fucked up. So it looks like a messy room. It looks like a girl's messy room, and there's, like, a bunch of stuff in there. But because the object itself is distorted, you can't actually identify anything in the photo. It's also very low quality, so that you can't for sure pinpoint what something is. And a lot of people made the point that, hey, maybe it's like a seizure thing, where, like, it's a way to simulate what a seizure is for people, you know, kind of like things look mildly, like, familiar, but you can't pinpoint exactly what it is. So that's what people thought it was going for. But it turns out the guy that made it straight up was just like, yeah, I fed it in an art generator thing. And basically what he did was he got a picture and he slightly distorted it. which is kind of an anticlimactic story in and of itself. In that same video, though, this guy that's making a video about this topic, he this is giant stuff. Before I continue that story, though, here's what I was talking about. You see these giant little tiny whirlpools right back there? Is a giant whirlpool right somewhere. I think it's in the house. Here it is. This giant one. It's very consistent and it's huge. And well, let's see if I can just try to get through. I can't. So what you have to do is literally go from outside of the surface. Just that. There's like, let's do this quantum stuff proper. I haven't actually checked below the surface to figure out what's underneath there, but we'll find that out later, I guess. Anyway, so part of that video he was talking about, there was an artist that was making art for this album of a musical artist. And they're really good friends, and they both kind of have similar ideologies of kind of like the story, and like, things that are just like slightly fucked up. And he mentioned, I forgot the name of the guy that made music, but he went into great detail in the album for some reason, and it stuck with me because he mentioned an album called, he mentioned a 6-part project called The Caretaker, and the last of that series came out I think 2-3 years ago. It's called Everything at the End of Time, and it's meant to simulate the feelings of what'll happen to people with dementia. Oh, by the way, so it says, "Be welcomed in this place. This tower shares with all who ask the knowledge needed to make his or her first quantum journey." So, it's giving me an idea of what a quantum journey is. So I think this is actually just confirming what I was going to try to do, was I was going to find the quantum moon, throw my camera at it, and try to land on it. But we'll see what this does for me in a second. But anyway, and he mentioned this 6-hour album called Everything at the End of Time, the last part of the Caretaker series, and I was so intrigued by it. So I thought maybe I'll give it a listen, because the way he was describing it was like, look, he's like, look, I know it's 6.5 hours long. I would never ask anyone to do this if I didn't know what I was asking of them. You know what I mean? Oh, it's following me. I don't like that. But basically, he was just pointing out that, hey, I understand that it's 6.5 hours long. I would never ask anyone to listen to the whole thing. But if you do, keep in mind that it is very, very depressing. And keep in mind that it is very, very depressing. And also, it's got a payoff. Basically, what he says is like, look, it's gonna suck. The journey towards that 6 hours, actually 6.5 hours. The journey there is gonna be like really, really long, but the last 5 minutes will the payoff only exists if you've gone through the 6.5 hours completely. So I said okay, and I thought, fine, let's see it. Let's just try it out. And I got through about 2.5 hours of it. So basically, what it is like it's like classical music, like 1930s, 1950s music, like, you know, like, but it's just slightly fucked up. And over the course of 6.5 hours, it just gets slightly more and more fucked up. And I only made it like 2.5 hours in, because I was playing this game as I was playing that, and honestly, the arch and the crystal do not naturally meet. Oh. I gotta keep an eye on. Ah, fuck me. Now the arch is gone. Damn it! Um... Hmm? That's what I gotta do. Okay, this is perfect. What? Oh, it's because I put the fucking thing away? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay. Oh no. This is the last one, but we made it harder. So, before I continue any further, just because this was like hitting me the whole day, I don't usually buy into the whole like, watch this video, you'll get sad and all that shit, but it's like a 6.5 hour. I don't know, the context of 1930s music and space exploration kind of reminded me a lot of like I already had associations with that through like Fallout. Not that necessarily because Fallout is like space stuff, but it's like future stuff. It's like post-apocalypse, and the fact that the album is called "Everything at the End of Time," and the context of what I was listening to while I was playing The Outer Wilds is kind of struck me. You know, the concept of this game is all about like a time, like it's Groundhog Day. It's like being reborn again, like memories and all that shit is what only thing you're keeping. And the fact that I'm listening to an album of what it feels like to lose one's memories, and boy, just sitting here in the silence of it all, besides that album, um, kind of got me thinking, and it's put me in a mood the whole day of like dread. It is kind of a terrifying thing to listen to. I honestly wouldn't recommend listening to it, but if you're curiously morbid enough, just because I I deal with a lot of issues with like not like I don't have dementia, but memory loss and all that is definitely something that I consider. Um, just judging from like just judging from like people like genetically like grandparents and all that on like both sides of my family are like experiencing some sort of like memory loss and all that, and I've always kept that into consideration, and that's always been like a huge fear of mine. And so to hear that firsthand, and I don't know what made me do it, but I probably shouldn't have, but now that I did, I don't know if I could go back. I kind of want to see it through the end, and it goes through like the 6 stages of dementia. Basically, there's there's a slight like, oh, you kind of think so, but you're not really sure, and then you know you're definitely aware that it's happening, but you're trying to hold on to it. It's kind of like a denial stage, and then the last 4, 5, and 6, the last 3 stages are like post awareness, and that's when things start getting really fucked up. You can no longer hold on to any sort of memory, and it's just kind of terrifying. And I didn't actually realize how long that I was listening to it for, in that stage, and I had been listening to it for like close to like 40 minutes before I decided I should probably cut this. And I'm kind of curious to see. I might listen to like another third of it tomorrow. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do the whole thing tomorrow, just because it's very intimidating. I mean, it's like 6.5 hours, um, and it is like, uh, it actually is kind of depressing and kind of sad. I don't know if I would want to do. And it's like it's not like you have to sit there and listen to the whole album like doing nothing. I mean, it's so repetitive, and like it feels like background noise, and I think that's the worst part of it is that because it's such background noise, you kind of don't understand exactly like what's happening. Um, the noise behind you just kind of fades away, and then you start paying attention to it again, and you're just like, what was I just listening to? And it's like, oh no, you know. Um, it is kind of bizarre in that sense. So I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're ever at all morbidly curious, it's called Everything at the End of Time. The caretaker. If you look that up, it'll be like the first result. It'll say like stages 1 through 6. It's literally like a six, and it's hard to miss. Um, but the reason why that was mentioned in the video is because of the creepy art on it. Not the creepy art, but like the slightly distorted art on it. And I don't know why he just went on. He just spent such a long time on it in the video that I kind of felt the need to mention it, because that was my biggest takeaway. Like I had completely disregarded what the video was actually supposed to be about in the first place, and I just started thinking about that instead. And like, boy, it's been stuck in my head the whole day. Anyway, um, hmm. I had to like keep an eye on one of them at all times. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest. It's just because it's been like, not that it's been bothering me the whole day, but that's what I was going through in my head. We offer congratulations. You learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who come before you, and your path guides those who will follow later. It's the Nomai. Oh, look, they got the little. Oh, the little masks. That's what they mean by the masks. Anyway, that's scary as shit. That's like way bigger than the other shards. How do I get out of here? I'm just stuck down here now. Hello? Hello, hello. Oh, maybe this here. Oh. Oh, oh! guess I kind of know how to get to the moon now, but I don't know if that's where I want to go quite yet. I feel like if I go there, I won't really understand what's going on anyway. But let's actually check underneath here to figure out if there's anything that I can do. Yeah, no. Like I know how to get through that part. It's the jellyfish. I know that much, but I don't know how to get past the current. Oh, I could just go underneath. Oh, okay. That would have been smarter to do. I guess we could go try to find the moon then. Because I've seen it before. Look, is that not it? No. Wouldn't that be funny if it was if it was just that? Sometimes it does spawn right near Brittle Hollow. It's the most common spot that I've seen it in. Oh, actually. Something on Ash Twin or Ember Twin. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it right now. The sun's pretty red. Oh, it's right there. So the basic thing. I mean, I'm sure I don't have all the pieces quite yet, but let's just give it a shot, right? I do know for a fact that on Bramble Hollow, there's a whole tower that I'm missing because as soon as you get there, it's already like destroyed. Okay, not quite as simple as I thought it was gonna be. Okay, well let's just go kill ourselves then. Oh no. The one time I want the sun to take me, it's like no. Okay. So our next stop would probably have to be Brittle Hollow because there's like way more in there that I'm not quite understanding. This basically already told me what I already knew. Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I wish it would tell you when you're, like, done. I mean, it tells you when there's more stuff in here, right? But... definitely on Ash Twin. There's some things on Ash Twin. I feel like I'm getting quite a bit. But at the same time not, because I don't know what these colors mean. But yes, our next stop is definitely gonna have to be Brittle Hollow. The only thing I don't like about this game is just because of the nature of the nature that it takes like I think like half an hour for the game to finish. Uh-oh. Once you get up and do something, if you're like halfway, yeah, okay, let's just kill ourselves. Then because of the fact that if you're halfway through getting something done, by the time you finish it and you try to tackle the next thing, that next thing will take you so much longer than the time allotted that you kind of just need to reset the loop at that point, and there's not a reset button. Which, I guess there kind of is, but not really. Just throw yourself into the sun. It's a little... I wish there was a button. There's a button to back out into the main menu, and going back into the game will reset the loop for you, but it's a little inelegant compared to what I thought would happen. Also, the fact that explosion's happening right as I wake up means I feel like the Nomai actually aren't long dead. I think they're still around. What if we're the Nomai? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go to the city. I'm glad that there's only like one thing on Hollow Lantern, because that did not look like a fun place to land. And it wasn't. So they said it's located at the equator. Yeah, there's that thing. I remember that. We're at the equator right now. Oh, hey. Can we identify what this one is? Wow, it's gigantic. Tower shard, huh? Look, it's right there. I think. I'm pretty sure this is it. The trees move too. Oh, it do. It do. That's weird. It do. Fucking trees move. Alright. Sweet. So, right underneath here would be the tower. But as soon as you get here, it's already, like, falling apart. You know? There's no way for you to get in. It's already, see, it's already broken. There's not a way for me to get inside from in this level, though. I'm trying to figure out a way. Entrance to the Tower of Knowledge. It's broken. This little slab fell off. Oh, and there's two slabs that fell off. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't. But there is this ridiculously long slab here. Because I guess you could technically cheat your way up there, but you could definitely not cheat your way up that tiny little surface right there. Okay. Let's go find... Oh, well, the Haine City's actually... It's actually on the other side. Let's not. Let's, I know there was another area that we're pretty close by that we can explore. This game actually... Uh-oh. This game takes a second. But once it gets going, it gets going. Oh, there's something on that tower. Clever little sneak. Come on. Oh, of course. This atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this growth became in a quantum manner. The only other object we observed this place is the wandering moon. Felix mentioned this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere in Brittle Hollow. This quantum shard is from the wandering moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. Yeah, I already knew this though. Jesus. Oh. Oh. That's what I was detecting earlier. Since I can't really do anything at the Tower of Knowledge right now, I guess my my next step would be the Hanging City, but there's also... Where is it? I just saw it. Not the high energy lab. The shelter site, there you go. Be sure not to wander far from here, though this area someone to see was safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impact. Speaking of which, Jesus. Nothing over here. Hey. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No one in my clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything that's going to be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find its eye of the universe. And I don't know what this is. Sure, there's a way for me to get down there. I can't understand, why did the vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. We knew I was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. Yeah. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No. And I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Oh. The vessel... This eye is Dark Bramble. That's what the vessel is. This is... Apparently I saw this, but I didn't. There's like a bunch of like anglerfish in the way. my log is updating as I'm looking at these photos, so I assume those are important. And I guess this is the whole point of this little shelter site. It's just to show me this little area right here. Oh. I mean, there's not a way for me to get back up from here. Oh. I'm dead. Unless I fall right here. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Save me, Ryback? Yeah. I mean, now we're both just stuck here. Great job, Rio. I saw the old settlement. Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Hearth, you know. So the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system. Apparently there's more in the... There's more here, but... Can I go to sleep? Just wait out the end of the world here. There's not really a way for you to get up from here. I like this effect a lot, because that's literally like almost every interpretation of a black hole. The like distortion effect right around it. Which you always see video of, but you never really see it in a video game. Oh, okay. That's just on the other side. Alright. I don't know what to do here now. I guess just kill myself. That wasn't the way. This is just gonna take me to the black hole. And this is the structure to get back, I think. Yeah, no, not really much left to do here. I don't really want to go back. Oh, hey, my scout. Yeah, I guess I could do this, I guess. Not waste my time. Boy. Something else I notice here, if you sit out here in the main menu long enough, the menu, the title collapses. Not collapses, actually, it expands. Like, the word wilds, like, spreads far apart, and it's so minuscule that you hardly even notice it. Like, I'll just look up and see it. I guess this time we will go to the Hanging City, actually. Okay. You know, it just flies off in a random direction, but what if it's going to the 6th area that I was trying to go to? Huh? Oh. Oh, hey. I know enough about this area. I feel like Dark Bramble is the vessel. But look, I said we were gonna go to the Hanging City. We'll go to the Hanging City. I'm not gonna stream for much longer because I feel like I'm hitting a point. That's just kind of like my fear here. It's just that the game is a lot of like nothing happening. Look, it's just like floating in the middle of nowhere. What if that's the 6th area that where it's trying to go, where the moon is? You know? I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Pretty sure this is how I tried to land before. Where is the entrance? The Hanging City. I feel like I should have gone in through the escape pod. If I can't even remember how to get inside of the Hanging City, I guess the video ends here. We'll give it a try. I might have just overshot it. just dumb and not able to see it? It's like, oh, okay, there it is. I was like, I thought it was close by. Oh. Except no. I guess I just have to wait for it to explode open. I'm sure there is a way to get in, I can't remember what it is. And honestly, my discoveries there were so what do we call it? Lackluster that I'm not that enticed to go back there. There's like a little bit of ghost in here. I wonder what that is. Is it like actually like dead people here or what? Oh, what's this? The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm gonna go with harrowing because of the all the meteors. Hey, at least, oh, it's Frivex's camp. I poked around a little, and there's some sort of old nomad path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path to see where it leads. Oh, it's Frivex's camp. This is where he crashed. So where's his shit? Ooh. And also, what's this? Okay, well, I thought it was interesting. Computer did not think it was interesting. Fine. Fine game. Apparently there's more to explore here, but I don't know, man. god. So sorry, I was hearing like the little alarm going and I thought that was... Oh, it's not an alarm, it's the music. Ah! Why did I land here? Close enough. I'm not gonna come back to the ship. Let's explore here. There's apparently some things that I'm missing here. I hope it's like one bit of text that I just forgot to translate. Hey, there's something. Oh. That might just leave me up, actually. Nowhere. Down we go. Oh, god damn it. I gotta find one of those chalkboards. Shit. There has to be one around here somewhere. I feel like I remember that much. Yeah, here we go. Because I'm pretty sure I've read all that. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything you see, very hot, very dense. This is all astronomy stuff. It also cooled down. Yep. I like that they all have their own, like, writing. Like, you can tell it's someone different based on, like, the color and how squiggly these lines are. because it's just him. Okay, now I actually now have context for this, where he starts talking about the vessel. Yeah, but I have read all this before. What's that though? Go up a level and check that out, because that looks interesting. Hmm. Hmm? Oh ship. Fuck me. Okay, how do I... Where's that thing? Charlie, no. Don't cry. Stop it. He's being a butt. In case anyone thinks I'm a bad doggo. He's just being a butt. He just wants attention, but I'm busy, boy. Oh shit, but I'm all the way on the other side. Charlie, can you go away? He just decides when he wants attention. Okay, go sit. Go sit. No. There you go. And you sit right there. There you go. Okay. I got too hungry and just jumped the gun on the Charlie, can you get away from there? Get on the bed. Get up here. Up on the bed. No, that's not the bed. He's sitting on my guitar case. He's being a little brat. Let's try and check that out, I guess. Because that might be like the very last thing they want me to explore in the Hanging City is the Black Hole Forge. Does it tell me how to get here? Northern Glacier. But... oh well. Which is hard to get there, I guess. I guess I could do the route that I said I was gonna do, which is... oh, you know what? Maybe that little area right there. Here, though, where the tower is supposed to be. Maybe that's a... maybe that's the way to get down here. Yeah. Oh, hey. Close enough. What is this now? Call shuttle. There's a ship. I'm just trying to be careful of him because he's making a bunch of noise over there. Being a butt. Crossroads. I'm like, let's go to the Hanging City, and I literally get distracted by everything. To be fair, I haven't really explored Brittle Hollow a lot. There seems to be a lot here, but it's just the nature of it constantly exploding makes it really hard to explore. I am here after watching it wander the skies for so long. I am about to stand on the quantum moon. My shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the south pole, just that this is true. Okay. As a child, I considered such unknown sinister. Now, though, I understand they bring no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. Huh. Gotta get it from the South Pole, huh? This will not take me back to the moon. Where are those asteroids coming from? Just from the moon, I guess. Anyway, interesting. Interesting. probably just record it on my own. Yeah, no, this is not gonna take me to where I thought it was gonna take me. Wow, it just drops you off, huh? Yeah, okay. We're gonna cut it here, just because this thing is a little bit more complicated. I am gonna not record, but like, the PS4 will automatically record audio, and it'll include I set it up so that it includes my voice as well, so that you'll hear my reactions as well. So you might get those chunks of video content if anyone cares to watch it. That way I'm not streaming this whole thing. But anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.